Welcome back for today's MLB pick video play for August 9th, 2019. And this one talking about an NL East matchup between the Atlanta Braves and the Miami Marlins. Going to give our lean on where we see the better value on the money line with the road team, the Braves, coming in as moderate favorites at about minus 144. Now, Atlanta, they closed really strong offensively in their prior series on the road against the Minnesota Twins. A really tough series going against what has been one of the top teams in the American League, and the Braves had a lot of success closing out that series with 12 and 11 runs respectively. Then coming over into Miami, looking a bit sluggish in Game 1. The Braves should be hungry to try to bounce back in Game 2. You have to rack up as many wins as possible against what has been the worst team in your division in the NL East, which has been the Miami Marlins, if the Braves are going to continue to hold on to the lead that they have atop the division standings. Now, the Braves do have some margin of error going down the stretch run of the regular season, but you want to try to win every single game possible against the Marlins. And the Braves, throughout the scope of this season, have done a pretty good job of doing just that. Now, Atlanta today, they are going to be sending out 28-year-old righty Julio Teheran, who's quietly actually been putting up a pretty solid campaign, sitting at a 3.46 ERA. Not quite as solid in his last outing, but somewhat effective in terms of limiting the amount of earned runs, even though Teheran was having trouble with his command. He went 5 innings at home against the Cincinnati Reds, giving up 3 hits, 3 earned runs on 6 walks to 5 strikeouts. So an outlier there for Teheran in terms of his command, giving up those 6 walks. He's going to have to do a bit better than that today if he's going to lead Atlanta to a victory. Now, on the Miami side of things, just in terms of the offensive matchup between these squads, yesterday the Marlins were able to come through, but on the scope of the entire regular season, the Braves have been one of the best offensive teams in the NL, while the Marlins have been one of the worst. And today, Miami, they are going to be sending out 28-year-old lefty Caleb Smith, who's also quietly been having quite a solid campaign with that 3.35 ERA in his last outing. It came on the road against the Tampa Bay Rays. He went 5 innings, giving up 6 hits, 1 earned run, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. So also elevated walk numbers from Smith in his last outing, same that we saw over with Teheran. So both of these starting pitchers have actually been effective this year, and they're both coming off starts where command was an issue in terms of the walks that they were issuing. But Atlanta, we feel like they're going to be set and ready to go, motivated to try to bounce back today after what was a pretty poor performance in Game 1 of this series against the Marlins. So that's where we're siding with this one, going with the road team, taking the Atlanta Braves on the money line at about minus 144. If you agree, give the video a thumbs up. Disagree, give it a thumbs down. Check out all of our picks for today's action over at stumpthespread.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we hope to see you guys back here for our next video.